Maybe my headphones are confused. Ah, that's why. You hear me now? 1 second. Are we able to hear now? Okay, yeah, I was using my brother's headset. Okay, sorry, I was using my brother's headset a couple days ago, and I forgot to switch it over back to my regular headphones. Okay, so now everybody can hear what I was saying. Alright, so what I was trying to say is I teleported back to where I left off last stream, and then I'll teleport back to the new location because I did some building since the last stream, and I figured I'd show you guys what I changed. How's everybody doing today? While I move around. Alright, we're good with the audio. Good. That makes more sense. I can actually hear me walking around. I forgot to switch between the two. There's like a different setting if you're using a headset versus using just standard headphones. Everybody's doing good? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I was trying to figure out what's the best time to stream, because last time I streamed more towards the afternoon, this time I'm streaming in the morning. And yeah, I don't know what's the best time for everybody, so I stream in the morning today. So I changed up the like dining area a little bit, added more tables, and then I changed up the kitchen as well from last time. And then that's the same. This got all built up. This is an area. I still haven't. Which servers do I usually play on? I play on Hypixel a lot. Occasionally I'll go on Mineplex, but usually Hypixel is one that I play on quite a bit. Added in these like fountains here. I think it's better in the morning. Gotcha. Yeah, because I know everybody's like on different time zones, so it's kind of hard to find. Whoops, am I freezing again? No, we're good? Okay. My internet's been so goofy lately. I don't know what's wrong in. Hello, everybody that's just joining. But yeah. Hopefully it's not too laggy. It's very weird when you're gonna play it and you recognize quite a bit. Yeah, but there'll be some things like I won't show you guys. There'll be like surprises for you guys. Yeah, I noticed there's lag. Let me see if I can like adjust. I think there's a thing where I can adjust. No, that's not it. Resolution. Let me see if I can knock it down a little bit. Knock down the resolution, maybe it'll be better or worse. I don't know if that fixed anything. Frame rate's not too bad. Alright, let me see. Hopefully that fixed it. I don't know if that fixed it. Yeah, it's most likely my internet, because my internet's been kind of goofy lately with the weather and everything. Anyway, what else did I do? I built this, which I need to actually punch holes in the wall here, so I'll just break the door for now. I built this. There's going to be custom map images there. I haven't gotten to those yet. And then there's this up here. And yeah, so I kind of just built up this, changed a few of the buildings around so I can add stuff later for the storyline. But the general gist of this is, whoops, is built. It's slightly better. Okay, good. So it's not as bad. Alright, so I'm gonna teleport back to where I was, because I'm building a new area now, and it's kind of fun how I build this next part. I spent a few, whoops, I forgot I had, I need to change my spawn there, because I was working on things and some strange stuff happened. The audio's okay, okay. At least the audio's going. Yeah, I'll have to adjust the settings to deal with my internet being a little laggy. So, yeah, so I started building this yesterday. It's supposed to be, well, actually, can you guys guess what this is supposed to be? Hopefully it'll make sense. It kind of looks like a mountain, but it's not exactly a mountain. It's, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to shape this. I used a few little tricks to make this because I don't have World Edit on, for 1.12 because it doesn't exist yet. But, let's see if I... Resolution. What if I drop... I don't want me to drop, resolution while I'm streaming. I think that's the problem. I can lower the frame rate. No? Okay, well, it's hopefully not too bad. I apologize for the lag. Yeah, it's supposed to be... It's a volcano, yes. Currently, it is dirt, yes. I'm trying to figure out the best material to use, but yes, it is a volcano. To build it up was kind of... Yeah, it's more of a dirt volcano. Yeah, I get it. It's a dirt volcano at the moment, but it kind of goes with what the area is around it. There's going to be like a town around it and stuff, and it'll make sense with the storyline. Use black concrete for it's really good. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was just using like dirt, and I was using sand originally to kind of like just give it like random look. But I'm going to edit around it eventually with other blocks. But you got the gist. It's supposed to be a volcano. Yeah, it's not. I thought, oh, a volcano. That can't be that hard to build. I was sorely mistaken. You can kind of see the scaffolding. I still have to hide some of the scaffolding, and I accidentally leaked out. Oh, there's lava leaking out. That's great. That's not supposed to happen yet. There you go. Can't see where I'm placing things. This is a problem. There you go. I'm in creative. It doesn't matter if that happens. I'm just gonna block this up. How long does it take to complete a map? It varies. It can be as short as a month to as long as 3 or more months. It depends on how crazy the map is, really, and how long it takes to program things, because programming really takes the longest. Writing the stories usually don't take too long, except for the SI files. And then building takes a bit of time, and then coding takes just as long. Map idea: crime of your choice happens at a theme park. I've actually thought about that, because I've actually, like, there's a map I have that's not really a map. It was like a personal thing that me and my brother built, and it had like some roller coasters and stuff in it, and I thought it was kind of, or some like rides and stuff, so I always thought about turning that into like something. School started. Yeah, school's gonna be starting for me in a couple weeks too, so yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer to start building, so I understand where you're coming from there. Okay, so where do I want to build this town? I'll have to get rid of the trees and flatten out the ground. Oh, that kind of gives me a natural barrier. Just surrounding it, maybe, on this side. This is the fun part, thinking about how to place things. Alright. Yeah, because then I have to build up something, so... Okay. Sorry, I'm like thinking to myself. And since this is not rolled edit, commands cannot be taken back, so that'll be fun. Alright. Let's start with just flattening this out. Ooh. Definitely lagging a bit. Okay, and then hopefully that's not lined up with the volcano. No, it's not. Is it starting to freeze up again? Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my internet, and I can't like switch it over because that'll cut out the stream. Yeah, it's my internet. I'm looking at like the internet ping right now. Hopefully it'll kick back in. I don't know why my internet's being laggy today. Have you ever thought of putting together a map making team? That'd be cool. It just, I don't really usually have a lot of time, and I don't want to like it's like putting together a team would have to be so everybody could work at the same time, and time zones are difficult, and ooh, excuse me. I'd have to think about it. Maybe down the line, but it'd be kind of cool to have a bunch of people to build together. Let's see. Starting to pause. Hopefully it's not pausing too much. Again, the internet's kind of goofy here. And oh, my internet jumped back up. Hopefully we'll be good now. Hopefully we'll be good now. I'm watching like a little internet icon I have to let me know how strong my internet is. Yeah, time zones are kind of tricky when you have like people from all over the place. So it's like sometimes people get on at the same time. Sometimes it's really hard. Like if someone is on one side of the earth and someone's on the other side of the planet, it could be like middle of the morning for somebody, but like really late at night for somebody else. And yeah, time zones are fun to deal with, but that's the way it is. All right, so where was I building? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do this side over here. Let's get rid of these trees first. That'd actually be faster. What version am I in? Oh, or are you guys talking to each other? Well, I'm playing in the newest version, the 1.12.1 that just came out this morning. I think we're going to be in 1.12 for a while. They said that they weren't going to update to 1.13 till like next year, so we have time. This is not an SI file. I'm writing the story for the next SI file. This one is a standalone adventure map. You're working on a map, internet work on some commands, and you first got it takes a little bit per hour. Now it takes 1 gigabyte. What should I do? Oh, so your internet lags out? I don't know what you can really do about the internet lagging out. That's kind of just, you're stuck with whatever the provider gives you. It happens. There's your game itself lagging out. There's ways to add memory to your game. You can just, on YouTube, there's videos about how to add memory. I don't have the direct link that I used the one time. I had to add memory so I can run mods, but I don't know if that's any help. What are my thoughts on the new 1.13 textures? I don't know. I've seen a few of them. They look very different, yes. Until I actually see them. Okay. Until I actually see them like in the game, because I haven't played with any of the snapshots because I've been working on this map in 1.12, and I haven't played any of the snapshots recently. I can't really give an opinion. It's gonna be different, and yeah. Oh, 1 gigabyte per minute. Yeah, it depends on your internet provider what ends up happening. Internet's it's kind of fickle. You can't really control the speed it's going to be going at. So if you lag out, that's on them really. There's not much advice I can give on that. Like I just have to, like, my internet's dropping again. I can see it. Have I told Thanksia? No, I didn't tell him. I just didn't tell him. I don't want to bother him. I'm sure people have told him, though. You're okay with this with planks, the crafting bench, and the acacia door. Yeah, I haven't seen all the textures. You tweeted him a long time ago. Well, he's busy playing Pixelmon, which is kind of cool to see, like, him and Justin, Thick Needles play Pixelmon. So, what is this map about, or is this a surprise? I can give you the theme. I can't give you the name because I'm still kind of debating the name. The theme revolves around chaos. But yeah, they're playing Pixelmon, and it's really cool to see them playing the like puzzles on Pixelmon that I created and stuff like that. So. It was a lot of fun creating those puzzles for them. And I appreciate them asking me to do it. It was a lot of fun. Whoops. Alright, so these trees are all going to disappear. Yeah, this map's going to revolve around the theme of chaos. Hence the giant, well, dirt volcano at the moment. Until I figure out how I'm going to change this up. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys think it's going to be a good map. I always have no clue when I release a map if it's going to be like any good, if people are actually going to like it, because some of my ideas I always think are going to be a little silly, but people end up liking them, so I don't know. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. After map making, I don't know, like I'm just keep making maps as long as possible, and then I am in school getting my degree, so I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I really don't know what's going to happen in the future. Right now I'm just going to enjoy making maps and focus on my schooling and stuff like that. Oops. Most of your maps are break the fourth wall. Am I freezing out again? Possibly? Yes? Okay, see. I have the chat and it also has the video feed, so I can kind of see what's going on. I think it's because my internet switched over again. Because I see the internet's like fluctuating. I'm very sorry if it's freezing. Captain Sparkles. Yes, Captain Sparkles did play my maps. I saw that. That's okay if your maps break the fourth wall. It's like, well, if you play the tester, not to spoil it, but there is some moments that kind of break things, so to speak, break the idea of like a fourth wall. Yeah. I did see Captain Sparkles play the SI files. The first three. Okay, are we good with the stream? Is it still freezing up, or are we kind of good? I think we're good now. I don't know what's wrong with my internet. Please hold up, internet. Right, this would be a good area, and then I guess build all around the volcano would make the most sense, or like at least halfway around the volcano. Maybe I'll like cut it off here. Let's see what the best angle for this is. Let's go down. Did Conrad and GM have the same last name for a reason? No, they did not have the same last name for a reason. That was actually completely coincidental that I happened to use the same last names. I actually didn't realize I used the same last names till somebody pointed it out to me. Sometimes I lose track of the names I'm using, because I've made 13 maps and there's like so many names in there that some of the names I feel like are going to start overlapping. What map are you proud of and how they turned out? I'm happy really with how all my maps turned out. Looking back, some maps are definitely better than others. Like my earlier maps, definitely the code was not as good as it is now. But that's because I'm learning as anybody. As you do things more often, you get better at it and you learn more tricks. And as updates come out, there's more things you can do and stuff like that. So yeah, you think we're good with it's not lagging out too bad? Okay, good. Hopefully my internet holds up. I don't know why. Like, last time I thought the reason it was cutting out was because it was storming, but it's not storming today. Well, it's not supposed to. Keyword is not supposed to. Or key phrase is not supposed to. Whether or not it actually is going to storm is... yeah. The weather here is nuts. Okay. I know, I'm just like breaking trees right now. It's because I have to figure out how I want to set this up. Because... I think I'll have... Yeah, where did I say this starts? I use bears in case... Yeah, I didn't know there was no AI tag at the time, and... How did I get the idea for solve it? Okay, so how did I get the idea for solve it? Solve it was... just an idea that popped into my head. I always liked mysteries. Like, I've read a lot of Nancy Drew books. Pretty much how many are there? I have my bookshelf over here. All the Nancy Drew books. So I always liked mysteries. And then I was learning... Okay, this is starting here. Sorry, I'm like trying to focus on that and talk at the same time. And if you watch the camera on you notice that I get sidetracked when I'm playing Minecraft and trying to talk at the same time. So basically, I had been learning how to make logic circuits in Minecraft because I was using it to study for a class where I had to learn about logic circuits. And then, that wouldn't be a good idea to build that out of. Let me use that. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't I try making a map? And since I like mysteries, I wrote a mystery map. That's kind of how I got this idea for Solve It. And then the idea to add that book at the end was literally a last-minute idea. I wasn't actually lagging, sorry. It's my internet. It's dropping between like 4 and 5 bars. It's ridiculous. It was kind of like, just like, oh, I'm going to add this book at the end just in case I want to continue this. And then everybody ended up liking it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I am continuing this. And then the idea of having somebody that writes to you saying, oh, like, I'm a friend, there's something bigger going on, that was also a last minute idea. So Solve It was kind of like a compilation of just random things I wanted to do. with mysteries, so to speak, I guess. How do you make villagers move in a path? I'm going to do a tutorial on that eventually. I don't know when, but basically what I'm doing... I'm doing actually a thing where I have colored blocks underground, and they're actually teleporting a certain direction based on what color block is underneath them. That's how I do it. You can use different directions of stairs. That's another way you can do it. Hello. And do I use Optifine? No, I do not use Optifine. I installed it once for an older version of Minecraft, but I have not installed it since. Probably should, to be honest. My concern is that, like, all my stuff is in vanilla. So I don't want to have mods running while I'm like working on code and stuff, because mods do change how the code works. Let's see where this should go. Maybe like out to here. And yeah. Okay, sorry, I have to catch up on chat because I missed a whole bunch. What time is it where I live? Right now it is currently turning 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, I guess you would say, technically it'd be 11 o'clock's kind of like afternoon, but yeah, it's 11 o'clock a.m. Optifine doesn't change anything. It's not like Vein Miner. Okay, I'll have to think about it. It's just that's my concern. Is it gonna play with how the code reacts? Because sometimes when you're using modded, when you have anything running other than vanilla, code acts kind of goofy. Let's see. What map is this? This is an adventure map. It's a standalone adventure map. It's not going to be an SI file. I'm currently writing the next SI file. I like to take a little bit more time with the SI files because just because they have to build off of each other. So yeah, I have no clue when this will be ready. It depends on how long it takes me to build everything and then start programming. I've built most of the locations, but then I have to actually start programming, and that's going to be a whole other feat in itself, because this map's going to do something slightly different that I'm not going to tell you guys yet. But you'll see. Alright, hang on. I'm like losing track of everything that people are saying. Alright. Did I get everything? If I missed your question, I am so sorry. Optifine fixes textures to run smoother and graphics smarter. Ah, gotcha. So yeah, I know it kind of adjusts. I've used it before. I installed it once when I was trying to work on the Pixelmon stuff. I installed it to try to help with the whole textures being crazy. But yeah. This map's gonna be not quite. I mean, it is going to be a map, but yeah, you guys will see later on what I'm planning on doing. It may take me a little longer with the code. That's all I have to say. Do I need to use... You can use 32-bit Java. I have 64-bit, but that's because this is a programming laptop that I use, because I have to use it for school. But yeah, should be able to use 32-bit Java. I think Minecraft only uses, well, no, it does. Mine's using 64-bit. I just looked up in the right corner. That's probably why you're asking, because you can see it. I'm leaving the thing open again. I'll just leave it open. When you're a map maker, you have a bad habit of leaving the like, coordinates and stuff up. It's just a habit you get. I feel like most map makers get that habit. You find it weird. It's not too weird, I mean, I don't mind chit-chatting with everybody. It's fun to talk to you guys and answer questions and stuff like that. I just definitely have to go one up higher, and then this is going to be strange. I'll probably dig this out. It'd be easier to dig this out. How do you make your custom maps that have like fingerprints? Oh, so those are custom map images. I mentioned how to do that in a tutorial. So there's different converters you can find. There's a lot on the forums. I'm sure if you look up custom map image converter, you have to basically format the map files. Yeah, you just have to format the map files, and then you take whatever JPEG or PNG image you have, and you can transform it into a custom map image. I explained it a little bit better in the tutorial, but you have to get actual like converter for it, and I don't have the I can't find the link to the one that I use. Gotcha. What map am I most proud of? I'm proud of all my maps, really. I don't know if I'm proud of any particular one. I'm happy with all my maps. I'm glad people are enjoying them. As long as people are enjoying the maps, I'm happy. How do you make maps while you have school? Yeah, I know school gets kind of busy. I try to make time. It's a balancing act. You just have to. I just make time for it. Usually around finals, I don't have a lot of time, but any other time during the school year, like if I get all my homework done, I'm like, okay, maybe I can play Minecraft for a couple hours here and there, or like on the weekends if I'm not too busy with homework, then I'll be able to play for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have as much time, because, yeah, college. When college starts up again, it gets kind of crazy, but you kind of just balance it out. Yeah, you just learn to balance it. It's just, yeah. See, since I'm on my computer anyway, like, most of my schoolwork is actually done via the computer because it's programming for the most part. So I have more time, I guess, because I'm already on the computer. It's easy to switch over once I'm done with my work. But yeah, other than that, it's still hard to try to balance all the time. You're scared to go. It's not too scary to go to college. It's different than high school, definitely. But you kind of just get used to it. I mean, you're going to be going for what you want to do. So for like your career and everything. So it's a little bit of a transition. It's definitely a transition, but it's nothing to really be afraid of. It's a change, but you'll get through it. And you'll end up enjoying it, trust me. College is not super bad. It's definitely a transition because you're like on your own time and scheduling everything yourself. Unless your high school had it that way, which some high schools do. Right, sorry, I'm like building a wall here to figure out where this, like the outline of this little town's gonna be. Yeah, don't be too afraid. It's just a transition. A few years ago, our English homework for the entire was to write like a 5 based on the teacher's theme words. Probably why you went into map making. Yeah, well, the story for the tester was written for a class that I had, so I understand that. This map going to be in parts, or this will be all, it's okay. Don't worry about, I understand what you're trying to say. So, it's going to be one solid map. This is a standalone map. I don't have a name for it yet, because I'm debating back and forth with a couple names. Once I have a name, I will let you guys know. One second. Sorry, I'm like clicking on something over here. Try to fix my... Whoops. There we go. Am I making Pompeii? No, this is not Pompeii. Yes, please do not use any words that are inappropriate, please. Please and thank you. Anyway, so yeah, this is not Pompeii, though I could see where that would probably come into play, considering the giant volcano. Is my brother going to help? He doesn't help with building anymore, or playtesting. He now, he kind of got tired of helping me with that. I don't think he ever helped with building. He was more so playtesting. Just after that first map, having to playtest like 20 billion times in a row, yeah, I tired him out with that. But, yeah, he doesn't help with that anymore, but he does... He was the one who, if you saw the trailer for the SI files, my brother did create that, so he's going to do stuff like that for me. So hopefully he'll make one for this one. I can't guarantee it, because, again, he'll be going back to school, too. But yeah, he'll be back in school. A few days after I go back to school, he'll be back in school, so he'll be busy, too. I think that's a big enough city. It doesn't have to be huge, considering the volcano, because... I might have to add a line about how it's ridiculous that they're built next to a volcano. But yes. Yeah, he has. He doesn't play Minecraft as much as he used to. He plays other games. But, he's the one who got me started in Minecraft. Yeah. He's the one who got me started in Minecraft, and then he's the one who actually convinced me to post that first map. Basically, I was really scared to post it, and he told me that if I didn't post it, he would, so I posted it. Because I'm like, yeah. I don't want him to have to post the name and try to figure out all that description if I'm the one who created it. So you can thank him for that first map going up and me continuing to do this. I always tell him that, and he says, no, you're the one who decided to do it. I'm like, no, you're the one who told me that if I didn't put it up, you would. So, yeah. You can thank my younger brother for that one. Is it sticking again? Ay, ay, ay. We good? Yeah, it's my internet. I apologize. It's like jumping back and forth and clear everything. How much of that did you hear? And I'll repeat what I just said real quick. So what I said is, it's my brother's the one who got me into Minecraft. He's also the one that told me to post that first map, and that if I didn't post that first map, he was going to post it, and I didn't want that to happen, so I ended up posting it. Hopefully that all went through on the video, or the stream, because this turns into a video after that. But yes, so you can thank my brother for the fact that I started map making, because he basically told me if I didn't post my map, he would. 3/4 of it got lost. Got it. Well, that was the brief overview of what just happened, hopefully. Yeah, I am so sorry about my internet. I have to figure out what's going on. It shouldn't be... It's not because my brother's playing games, because I know he's playing games right now, but it shouldn't be affecting it. Because the way our internet's set up, us two playing video games at the same time shouldn't affect it. Yeah, he's playing games on his computer. I don't know what he's playing right now, but probably FIFA. That's what he's probably playing. Yeah, it's that was the speed version of that story. I think I might have told that story in like my 1-year anniversary thing. I don't remember if I did or not. But yes, my little brother's the one. Well, I keep calling little brother. He's not little anymore, but my younger brother. Yes, he's definitely changed his name quite a few times on Minecraft. Me, I've only changed my name twice. My original username and then the username I have now. I had a different username before this, from when I first started out. I think most people probably. SI file 1 glitched. What exactly? If you comment on the video what exactly happened, I can try to help you fix it so you can play it. I know sometimes it happens. The reason I think the maps glitch out most often is that everybody has a different computer, and what runs perfectly fine on one computer may not run perfectly fine on another, and that's just the way the computers are. So if there's anything that happened, feel free to leave a comment on that video, and I will try to go look at my code and see if I can give you something like one of the commands to help fix that. I do apologize if it glitched out for you. Sometimes, I don't know, it seems to work on one computer and not the other. Is Stephanie Gam supposed to be like you? She's the programmer of the Modulus. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I figured I'd throw that in there as like an Easter egg. At the time I hadn't said what my first name was, so I didn't think anybody. I didn't know if anybody would have picked up on it, because I don't think I had mentioned my first name at the time. Right, this needs to be definitely, that's way too high up for this wall. Alright. I'm trying to think. I'm like, a fast way to dig all this out would be use TNT, but that's not very safe. I mean, I used TNT to build this, partially. Characters did not respond. Also, the lumberjack part, it failed. Was that an SI file or solve? Oh, I mean, solve it one. Yeah, my first map had a lot of problems. Also, for the earlier maps, you have to make sure you're in the right version, because code changes very quickly when they update, and there's just no way for me to keep up with all the code updates. Some maps I'd have to rewrite completely. Yeah, I do apologize that it glitched out. It's just, yeah, I can't keep up with all the updates. 1.13, they already warned all of us map makers, like, via social media that, yeah, it has to be 1.9, that the next update is going to break everything. So we're like, okay, keep that in mind. But they have to update things, and the updates usually do help map makers. It just sometimes they break stuff that we have already. I can't wait to see what 1.13 is going to do, though. It's more of a technical update, they said, so like I said, it's probably going to change a lot of commands. Let's see. This is highly dangerous, what I'm about to do. Okay, I didn't break the giant volcano. We're good. One thing about commands is if you're typing in coordinates, it's very dangerous at times, because if you're trying to get rid of a big area like that at once, yeah. Be wary of making an SI files during the 1.13 transition. Yeah, I'm going to be very careful about that, because I know there'll definitely be a lot of changes, and that's just going to break everything. They said it won't be updated, I think, and they won't release anything for it, really, until next year, so I think I'm good for a while. I'll have a few SI files before then, most likely. Do I enjoy parkour? No. I am horrible at parkour. I admit I am horrible at parkour, yet I continually put parkour in my maps, and I don't know why. Because it's a good puzzle, I guess, but I am horrible at parkour. You'd think after making parkour enough times I'd get good at it, but no. Maybe someday I'll get good at it, but that day is not today. Remember when you messed up something? Yeah, I messed up with the stage. I was trying to clone something. Am I a cat or dog person? I guess both. I don't have any pets, so yeah. I don't have any pets because allergies are really bad in my family, so having a pet would not be a good idea. But yeah. Let me figure out. I don't want this. I might raise this up one. Warning map required. Yeah, I probably should put warnings more often. Because I know it says it on the like web page where you download, but sometimes like you overlook it because they put it, I think, at the bottom of the page. So yeah, I might have to do warnings. Yeah, it happens. It's just version updates, because sometimes version updates don't change anything. You could play things in between 1 point, I think. Some of the 1.9 releases didn't change code, so you were able to play them in like multiple versions of 1.9 and stuff. But then there's other times where it's just like, nope, changing a lot of code. The big change with code coming up, they said, is they're going to change where things are stored. So like structures and stuff are going to get moved around. So if you're loading structures and they're in the wrong folder, it won't work. Functions are getting moved to a different folder. And I don't know about map, like custom map, like pictures, the .dat files. Where did I get the idea for my username? It wasn't my original username. My original username had to do with soccer. I forget what it actually was. It was like soccer fan or something like that with a bunch of numbers. This username, right before I started map making, I wanted to change my username because I figured, well, I might as well have a username that reflects more so what I'm into now versus what I was into when I first started playing Minecraft. So I'm like, okay, well, I like computer science because I was going for computer science. I still am learning computer science in college. So I'm like, okay, and I'm like, okay, I'll be Comp Sci Girl. That's how I kind of came up with my name. I was a little nervous about changing my name, but I went for it, and I'm happy I changed my username. The commands and files seem to be useful. Yeah, functions are very helpful. I was happy when they said they had functions, because sometimes you just... Yeah, it's short for computer science girl, yes. They're helpful because sometimes you want to run the same thing over and over again, and there's ways you can do that with command blocks, but you have to have a clock, and... Yeah. I know, it was more like soccer fan 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was like some really long number that I had. I don't even remember. Did I take any screenshots at the time, like of any of my builds that would show my username? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I was really new to Minecraft when I had that username. So I've only changed it once, and that was to change it to Comp Sci Girl. My brother, on the other hand, I can't keep track of his usernames anymore. But yeah. Functions are all powerful. Yep, they're very powerful. I used functions, when you saw the curtain opening, that was opening and closing. I had functions to reset it. I had functions to reset the theater. It just makes it so much easier to have it all in one command block versus putting it into like a string of command blocks. Because then if one little thing goes wrong, it's like, well, it breaks everything else. So with functions, it'll bypass anything that doesn't actually work, I'm pretty sure, because I was running things. I ran a few things, and it would skip over the things that broke, which is kind of nice. Because sometimes things glitch out and it doesn't fill things right and stuff like that. But yeah. I very much enjoy having the functions that I can use now, instead of having to have a row of command blocks. Let's see. This is not looking too bad. It's more landscaping I'm doing right now than anything. Solving Rubik's. I don't know if I've ever actually... Did I ever fully solve a Rubik's Cube? I'm pretty sure I did at one point. I haven't played with a Rubik's Cube in so long. I used to do those like Mindbender puzzles, where it was like you had to like take it apart and put it back together. Where do I get my ideas for my maps? They come to me very randomly. It's going to be probably the weirdest answer you've ever heard. I could be just simply like eating lunch and an idea will come to me. Many times I've had, like, I was sitting at school eating lunch and then an idea pops in my head. I just take my phone out and write it down for later. I kind of like to go, if I'm trying to think of an idea, I try to go with stuff that I personally like. Wait, what? Oh, anyway. I go with stuff that I personally... SI files 1000 Rubik's Cube. I don't know if you probably could create a Rubik's Cube in Minecraft, but the code for... Well, actually... Because you could use... Ideas. You could probably make a Rubik's Cube in Minecraft. It would just take a bit of engineering. A little bit of armor stand engineering, I think. I'm trying to think. Now I'm gonna think about how you could possibly do that. That's the other thing. Like, someone says something, I'll be like, I wonder if I could do that. And then I'll start thinking about it. I don't think I'd ever get to, like, case 70. That's why I feel like with Solve It, I ended it on a good, like, spot. Because I'm like, 7 maps, I'm like, that's pretty good. To, like, wrap up the story, and... Because there's the overarching story, which, again, was not intended. It was actually completely last minute, right before I released the map. I'm like, I'm going to put a book here and see what happens. See if that story actually takes off. So, yeah. But with the SI files, the reason I made the SI files the way I did is so that I can kind of... It's not an overarching story with it. It's more of a small, like... A detective would have cases, and some cases go together. But, yeah. Yeah, I got the joke. I'm like, I don't know if I'd ever get that far. I would run out of ideas before I got to case 70, guaranteed. But it's also, like, I like doing other maps that are not necessarily SI files. Like, I did the Tester, and this is not an SI file, and Mastering the Mind was not an SI file. That's my first puzzle map. I really should make another puzzle map. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I do have ideas. It's on an Excel spreadsheet on my computer. I just haven't actually worked on them. I write down ideas, they end up on this Excel spreadsheet that just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. I'm going to turn this off since I'm not using coordinates, and it's probably driving people crazy that I'm leaving that open. But yeah. Let's see. Will the next update break things even old? Yes. Next update, because it's moving structures around as well, and some of my maps require structures to be loaded in. For example, Escaped, how I'm loading in, how you are moving between, if you haven't played it already, this is a spoiler, so cover your ears for like the next 2 seconds. Basically how I'm loading in the things inside the structure block is structure blocks themselves. If you go under the floor, there's like a string of structure blocks. So yes, it will break ones that are in older versions. Would I ever consider co-op? I mean, like a multiplayer map? Yes. I would make a multiplayer map at some point. As for map making with other people, the problem I have with working with somebody else is I don't want to be a detriment to their timeline of building, because it does take me a lot longer when I'm in school. Because I have school coming up, and I just don't want to be a detriment to other people if I'm working with them. Oh gosh, why did my phone buzz? That was nothing. It was a game on my phone. I was playing a game on my phone earlier, and apparently the notification thing turned on. Like, great. I hate when it does that, because I think it's like my email or something. Turn the notifications off for that game. Let's see. Co-op working with other people, gotcha. Yeah, I'm afraid of, like, it takes me longer because I'm in school and I don't necessarily have the time all the time. I'd have to, like, it would be, having to, like, set up a timeline with them, and it'd be very difficult, so I do apologize about that, but at this time, I'm a bit busy with school. School's coming up. Game, you ignore us. What? Are you playing on a private? Please do not spam chat. Yeah, this is my realm. Please stop spamming chat. Hold on. I think there's a way to mute. Nope. I don't know how to. 1 second. Oh, wait. Got it. I'm sorry. I timed them out. Please do not spam chat like that. I'm sorry. No, please don't spam chat like that. Thank you. I'm sorry I had to time them out, but yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Alrighty. We good? Is it not lagging anymore? Are we still lagging? Alright. So I have a question for you guys. Would you be interested in me streaming things other than me map making? Such as like me playing on a server like Hypixel or something like that. Because I did that once with my brother. I don't know if he'd ever stream with me ever again. But yeah. So we play and stream sometimes. That's cool. Yeah, streaming's fun. It's fun to get to talk to everybody. What is computer science? So, cool, everybody be interested in me playing like on Hypixel or something. Okay. So, computer science is basically, well, it's just basically programming. So, like, we learn about the science behind programming languages, how they actually work. We learn to program, and basically with a computer science degree, you can become a video game developer, you can become an app developer, you can work for companies such as Microsoft or even Apple to create new and exciting technologies. Because it's basically code is what's basically running like behind your computer. Like I had to take a course where I learned about operating systems and stuff like that. So that's basically what computer science is. I think it's more unique than just playing on a server. Cool. Play Bed Wars and a few others. Yeah, I'd probably play on Hypixel because I know how to use like the party command on there and stuff like that. It's the one I mostly play on. It's basically oh boy. Total anarchy. Oh boy. I'd probably have to put up like base defenses if I played on something like that. That's true, if you do Bed Wars that way. You could do singles and it'd be everybody. Yeah, because I don't know how many you can party on Hypixel. I don't know how many you can put in a party. I'd have to look into that. But yeah, for the server you're talking about with the total anarchy, I'd probably have 1,000,001 redstone, like, traps. I used to do that with my brother, like, because we could just, like, troll each other when we would play together, so I'd have, like, redstone traps set up on my house. Well, my base, I should say, or I'd hide my base, and then I found his once, and I was just messing with him. I went invis, and then started opening all of the chests in his base, and he thought he was lagging, because, like I said, our internet acts goofy, so yeah. Infinite, you don't know. I would assume there's a cap on it at some point, where they don't allow you to add anymore. Also, and maybe based on rank. And maybe based on rank, I'm not actually sure, because I know you unlock different things based on the rank you have on the server, and I only have VIP on there, so. I think it's different, like the higher rank, the more you probably could add. Don't quote me on that, though, I have no idea. It's not looking too bad. It's going to be a smaller town, but it's going to make sense because of the situation this town is being put into. Yeah, maybe sometime I'll just like hop on Hypixel and I'll start streaming and be like, if you want to come play, join. We could even do like Murder Mystery or something like that. They have Build Battle as well and all those other games. I play a lot of different games in there. Okay, someone's gonna check. So yeah, if you do check, please let me know. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm on right now. Okay, I used to play a game called Base Battles. Ah. Yeah, I did a mini version of, I don't know, well, we kind of just, yeah, we build up bases. Me and my brother build up bases and try to attack each other's bases. Had a funny thing happen once. My brother set up something so that, because we were trying to like capture the flag type of thing, and whoops, I lagged. And he set up like a piston that was supposed to like drop me into lava, and it completely misfired, and I ended up getting his flag, and he was not too happy with me. You've never played Bed Wars. It's a fun game. It's a defend the base type of game, so you could either play single player or multiplayer, and it's a lot of fun. It gets a little crazy sometimes. Skywars and Build Battle. I know the YouTuber rank. Yeah, I saw that. I was watching a few YouTubers live streaming, and they had like the private servers. I assumed that was just for YouTube rank. Alright. Let's keep going here. I know this is just me building at the moment. Trying to figure out how I'm going to build this up because of what the town has to be going through because of the story. As long as you don't have any more than the game provides for. Gotcha. Yeah, because if you do, most you can put into that game is 16. Because even if you do 4x4x4 it'd be 4 versus 4 versus 4 versus 4. That's still 16. So I think the most you can do in Bed Wars is 16. If I remember correctly. Yeah, maybe sometime I will go on Hypixel and play some games, or maybe some other servers. There's a lot of servers out there. There's a lot of cool servers. Alright, so that's set up. Where do I want the main entrance? Probably over here, but you're not going to be able to go out the main entrance. What do I want the main entrance to be? Now, as I scroll through to see what block I want. Maybe just fence. No, there's lava involved. I don't want any wood, because then they'll just burn. Probably should turn fire tick off. Because you have like that whole, like there's a game rule for fire tick, so it says if the fire spreads or not, and yeah. Probably should turn that off, but then again for other areas I don't want it turned off. Well, I want to turn it off for the other one. Maybe I'll turn it off. Probably should. Actually, I'm going to do that. Game rule, view, fire tick, false. Alright. So we should be good. Nothing should catch fire, hopefully. Yeah, let's see. Now that I have that off, I can use fences. I just didn't want things to catch fire. Because, well, here's a little bit of an Easter egg. If you played Solve It Case 2 way back when, basically, you'll notice half the forest is, like, missing the top of the trees. That's because that's when I did not know how to turn the weather off permanently, and it started raining and lightning happened. Are we frozen again? We good? Think we're good. Yeah, it's catching up with itself. But yeah, basically, lightning happened. And after that, I learned about fire tick and turning that off. But yes, that's why I'm like, I don't want things to burn. Oh, for the gate... No, planks of the corners at the top. Maybe. You burned down the forest in case... Yeah, I didn't have fire tick turned off. Yeah, that was... Yeah, it started raining, lightning happened. Yeah. It was very bad. That happened to me when I was building. That's why half the trees are missing the top of it. Like, I walked... I'm like, why am I lagging so much? I fly over there. I'm like, half the forest is on fire. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah. Some strange things happen when you are working on maps. I will give you that. Some very strange things happen. Alright, so that's going to be the entrance. How do I want you to be able to... As you probably guessed, at one point you're going to be on top of the volcano. Question is, how do I get you up here? Because climbing a randomly made volcano is not going to work very well. Let's see. Probably, I want to make like a path up there. Actually, I can kind of see somewhat of a path. I'm going to make it out of andesite. I'm going to go with andesite. Okay, let's try this. Nope. This is the fun part. Trying to figure out how you want to build things. Like, does that look right? You accidentally made a chicken tornado. How did you make a chicken tornado? As crazy as that sounds, how did you make a chicken tornado? I'm assuming explosions and chickens that were involved. Ah. Yeah, I'm thinking more like a pathway that's kind of like people will probably go up. Based on the story, people probably did go up on the mountain the volcano quite often until this happened. Again, chaos ensues. Lots and lots of redstone. Everything involves lots and lots of redstone. Yes, everything always involves tons of redstone. And then I'll probably fix this up so it looks more broken just so I can get the gist of the path, though. Because you need to get up to here. And custom plugin is supposed to be a wither storm. Gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. So you were trying to make a wither storm and it ended up being chickens. Gotcha. Yeah, so Minecraft story mode, speaking of wither storms, is pretty cool. I played it on my tablet, but then it deleted all my stuff, so now I'm a little upset about that and haven't played it since. I know there's a way to recall it, but I haven't been able to figure out why I won't recall my information. That way, that way, that way. This volcano, because I used the execute command and just basically flew around dropping sand everywhere, and then I changed it to dirt because I just wanted to see how it would look. Probably going to change all the dirt and coarse dirt to something else eventually. But yeah, I had fun time yesterday flying around until the servers went down, and then I was really confused. It went offline again? Stream is continuing. Are we back? Are we back? Yeah, I see that. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I was building this yesterday until the servers went offline. Because I logged out for a second to check on something, and then I went to go log back on my realm, and I'm like, why can't I get on my realm? Servers were down. So I had to wait a couple hours before they came back up. Are we good? Yeah, it looks like we're good now. I don't know why it's... My internet hates me. My internet definitely hates me. Yeah, let's go back down. We're back. Good. Ay, ay, ay. I need to figure out what's wrong with my internet. It can't be my brother playing games, because you've tested that, and it does not lag that much. Depends on the internet that day, but it shouldn't be lagging this badly. Yeah, the servers being down yesterday was not fun. Alrighty, so you can get up here. I'll probably make this more broken. But for now, that actually it doesn't look half bad. If I do say so myself, that actually doesn't look half bad. Unless, what do you guys think? It looks too bad. That kind of good? It's going to be fixed up. Obviously, I'll fix it up to make it look more volcano and less grass around everything and dirt. But for the path, that kind of just like snakes around. I think that'll look fine. Found it very pleasant having them be down. Well, I guess, yeah, you could play single player, or you could play, like, do something else, work on something else. I ended up just, like, working on... Why? What does why mean? What question? What is why? Why to what? Did I say something that the question is why? Oh, you're asking... Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Never mind. I mean, you could be working on other things. I ended up working on some other stuff I had to get done, so. Well, I didn't have to get done, but I decided, oh, I have time now. Might as well. Because I'm teaching myself another programming language. So I worked on that. Alright, so that doesn't look too bad. Alrighty, let's see. What else? I need to build up the town. And then it's gonna be a smaller town. This is the fun part. Let's like, what's the build now? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna build a house there. Problem is theming. What if programming was just English? It would be easier, but there's security issues involved with making it plain English. Originally, programming was not even written in English or in just a standard language. It was pretty much, it was actually like boards with like circuits. You actually had to connect actual circuits. That's why the language we have now, it also has to do with compilers and stuff. The language we have now, languages, I should say, we have now are as close as you're going to get. Yeah, it's the closest you're going to get to having it be, like, saying exactly what you want. There's some languages that are really close to doing that, where you say, like, it's like, I can't really describe it. It's hard to describe a programming language. There's some that you can say, basically, just do this, but you still some formatting for it. It would be very difficult to have a language to do that. As somebody who was for a class had to try to create their own language, I can tell you it is very difficult. I'm not surprised they haven't created a language like that. Because there's a lot more to it. So there's a lot of things running underneath your computer that are, like, inside your computer that are allowing it, so. Though it would be very helpful, I guess, in some sense. Because then you just say what you want the computer to do and it does it. However, there is risks with anything. Who knows? There's new languages being developed every day. I can't keep up with half of them. Hopefully that wasn't too, like, much of a boring topic. I know it's interesting to me, it's probably interesting to some, but I know if you don't program, it's like, you don't know exactly probably everything that's going on. We good? Are we still going? Yeah, looks like it's still working. Yeah. Yeah, you may not know some of the terminology, but that's okay. When I first started programming, I didn't know half the terminology. Alright. So are there any other questions people have for me? I don't mind answering any questions. If you're curious about the next tutorial that's coming up, I can tell you that I am working on it. Have I ever thought about making merch? No, I have never thought about that. I actually never ever thought about that. I don't know what I'd even do for that. Because basically I didn't even expect to have this many people. Uh-oh, we're lagging out, video output low, not receiving enough videos to maintain smooth stream. You're going to get buffering incoming. And you're not going to hear that till after it happens because there's this stream delay. We good? We good? Internet, please don't drop out on me. Okay, I think we're good. Whoops. I almost knocked my stuff off my desk. But yeah. We good? Question mark? Didn't get buffering. Okay, because on my end it said, like, stream warning, buffering may ensue, and I'm just like, what? You heard? Oh, you heard me knock into my desk. Yeah, I have stuff on my desk, and I accidentally knocked my desk, and things almost fell over. Good, no buffering. Okay. When do you think the next Mac will come out? No idea. It depends how long it takes me to build and program. Building's nearly done. The programming's not even started. I do have the location where the code's going to be, but I haven't done anything with it. Other than put a beacon there so I know where it is. Alright. Yeah, I apologize if you heard me knock into things. I have, like, pens and pencils and stuff all over my desk, and just knocked them over almost. Like a little cup with all of them in there. Alright, let's see. I'm going to build something. No TNT. I've learned if you put TNT places, people end up blowing it up when they play your map if you give them something that sets it on fire. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the SF files. Yeah, I got quite a few comments on Escape. Was it Escaped or Fine Line? Or was it 24 hours? It was 24 hours. I had put TNT in the basement, and I forgot that you can get a hold of a fire bow, like a bow with flame, and people told me they blew up part of the wall. And I'm like, oops, I forgot about that. That was probably just that was an oversight on my part, actually, that I had given you guys that, because I'm like, yeah, you were looking for items, and I gave you something that could set the TNT off. Logic would dictate you probably could blow up the TNT, and there might be something hidden there. Next time I remember. Next time I will remember not to do that. Pineapple, oh gosh, pineapple apple pen. I've seen that, like, I've seen that before. I've seen people, like, do videos on that and stuff. And Curtain Call. You guys like Curtain Call? I'm glad you guys like Curtain Call. Alright, let's see. I don't want to use that again. Does this look weird together? Kinda. Kinda strange. No. No. I mean, concrete's always an option because it's new. I don't want to use logs, so I use that in the other theming. Don't want to use iron because that's the other one. Well, before I start building over here, does anybody want to see some of the other builds that I have on here that I have shown before last stream, but I don't know, some people may not have caught it yet. I'll wait for the stream to catch up with itself. We got textures right into that makes it look polished, maybe. Maybe. Yes, you want to see the other builds? Got one yes. Any other yeses? Yes, you haven't seen the builds? Yeah. Okay. Alright, 1 second. Let me pull them up on my locations. Okay, not that one because that gives away something. That gives away something. I could show this one. I have to be careful because some things will give away a lot, so I can't show you those. But I could paste. What? Hold on. Didn't copy. Oh, now it pastes. Lag. There we go. Alright, so this is one location. Loading in, loading in, loading in. Okay. Let me pull down this here. I have like a little notepad over here. Alright, so this is one location. I don't have textures turned on because I'm still working on them. Yeah, I'm still working on the textures here, so those iron doors won't be iron doors. Just pointing that out. And then there'll be other things that will look slightly different. But I'm not nearly ready to reveal any textures yet. Alright, so this is one. So it's kind of like a little town. And that's just my world not loading. There we go. We have the animals down here. Some different locations. This will be one area you get to explore. What's this map going to be called? I don't have a name for it yet because I'm debating between a couple names. It is going to involve chaos. That I can tell you. Alright, so this is one location. Hopefully I'm not flying too fast. Everybody's able to see everything. It's not much to see inside the buildings. They're just standard houses and like shops and stuff. You have like a little mine. Whoops, lagging. One second. I'm only on 10 chunks, so it shouldn't be this bad of lag. I usually play on 16. Chaos the map. Not quite. There's a fun name. A Miner. Real creative I got with that name. Anyway, so this is one location. And let me grab the other locations. These two I can't show you yet. I can show you this one. Because those two are not done because I have to actually build a puzzle in there and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. Alright, here's another location. Once it loads in, I'll give it a second. Yeah, I usually have it at like 16 chunks, but with the internet being so like laggy, I figured 10 chunks would be a little less intensive. Also, when you're on servers, some servers are extremely laggy if you're above a certain amount, so I just kind of use, yeah. Yeah, the case or case rises. Thank you, I like this one. Almost like main antagonist of my maps. Ah, and it's freezing again. I can see it freezing. There we go. We good? Yeah, I saw I was buffering. But I'm glad you like this one. Yeah, this one was fun to build, just changing all the landscape and everything. But, and I got to use TNT, as you can kind of see. But yeah, I do have some name ideas. I just haven't decided if I'm going to use those names or not. I forgot to put the door here. Well, that's because, oh yeah, I still have to, yeah. Puzzle going to happen eventually. That's why some of these rooms are still empty. Yeah, this is... What did I call this place? The first one, I have names for these places. I don't know if they're going to stay these, but the first one was called Plateau Point, because it was kind of like up on like a hill. This one's called Everson Valley. Don't know if that's going to stay the same or not. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. And then the next one was the one you guys saw me working on last time. I called it Windfall Plains. Again, don't quote me on these, are going to be the names in the end. This is just the names I have for them now, just so I have them named. This one, as you see, is not completely done, but will be done. This one's kind of like a power plant, so like there's stuff in there that's going to be done. Little fountain, I have different research buildings. This one's very like industrial. Don't change the names, they're good. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys like the names, because I was concerned, I was debating changing some of them, but if they seem okay, then I'll probably end up keeping them. And then last one, Boulderville. That's what I was working on right now. The other two are Daunton and Dustin, but those are not ready yet. So once those are ready, I can show you guys. Well, I mean, I could probably show... I forgot to change my spawn again. Whoops. Actually, I can probably show you those two, but I just can't show you like the stuff in between them. So this is Daunton and Dustin. One second. This one's actually, oops, yeah, you can tell I was building here. Whoops. Okay. Actually, this one looks better at night. It looks cooler at night to me. I don't know. Cool. I'm glad you guys, I'm glad you're able to now make custom textures and stuff. Yeah, Nova Skin comes in handy. But yeah, this is Daunton. Yeah, this one looks better at night. During the day it doesn't look so... Whoa! That was some lag. Yeah, this looks better definitely at night. And then Dustin is... Let me teleport to Dustin. These aren't done yet. There's some stuff that has to be added to these. This is Dustin. Yeah, it's going to take a while for me to build everything, but once in program everything is lagging again. Yeah, I can see it's lagging slightly. But that's because when it's loading in chunks, it's also trying to show you guys that it's loading in chunks. So this is Dustin, so I'm not quite done with it yet, but these two will be done. As you can see, Donton's all the way over there. There's a reason they're nearby. Kinda. Pretty much exact copies, but different themes. There's a reason. There's reasoning behind it. The story will reveal the reasoning. But yes, pretty much exact copies. They actually probably are exact copies because I did use structure blocks to port some of the things over. Yeah, I really like the terracotta blocks. I really enjoyed using terracotta. Like, they're just so brightly colored and everything with these. Well, the glazed terracotta, and then yeah, the concrete also. I like the concrete because they're brightly colored. Because you probably notice, like in some of my maps, I retexture things so they're more brightly colored. So having it already built into the game is nice. Pull that back up. So there's other things that I've built, but I can't show them because they will give away a lot. I need to change my spawn. I am going to write down a different spawn at some point. Because I'm going to keep teleporting into the volcano. It is going to drive me crazy. And I'm going to turn this back to day. Actually, that kind of looks kind of cool at night. So this is not lit up, but this, because you have the light, I guess, because of the lava. Yeah, red's a bit bright, but like some of the other ones are pretty good. Like cyan's really good, and I like the I don't know. Which one was it? I like the blues. They're very bright. The purple's really nice. Pink's pretty good too. Time set day. Yeah, I just have like daylight cycle turned off, so it's easier for me to build when it's bright out. Then I could test to see how they look at different times. I like the cyan and the purple terracotta probably the best. Right, that's gonna be done. Trying to think. Thinking. To think about how I want to theme this one because of the volcano. It's going to take me a little bit to think about that. But, are there any other questions? Actually, I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I really do have some other stuff I need to get done today. Why is my phone buzzing? Okay. Yeah, actually, I do need to get going. Are there any last few questions before I wind things down? I'll wait for it to catch up with itself. I don't really put any other extra characters in maps. I know I have to get going. I'll stream again soon, hopefully. Maybe I'll be on Hypixel. Maybe I'll be on Hypixel next time I stream. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just be working on this. It depends. I'll stream again hopefully soon. Depends on if I have time. Any other questions before I leave? Yeah, I'll stream soon, don't worry. Good stream. Alrighty. So, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, I'll stream soon, hopefully. How to use structure blocks. Yeah, I'll probably do a tutorial on structure blocks. I'll write that down. That's actually probably a good one to show how to use. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, sorry, I don't use other, like, I make up names and stuff, so sorry about that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. How to make villagers talk when I walk near them. Actually I did, the second one was the Telraw. I explained using how you can walk up, it's the text, using the test for and Telraw together. That's actually how I make villagers talk. Yeah, I apologize for that one. What's the test for with the test for command? Yeah, it's explained in that second tutorial. how to use the test 4, and then use Telraw with it. So if you need clarification, just let me know, and just comment on there you need clarification, and I can help you a little bit if you need it. No problem. And yeah, so I guess I have to pull up the thing that allows me to do this. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.